Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you a roadmap to machine learning, artificial intelligence, deep learning networks because I personally feel it is very important to have a clarity before you begin your journey with these machine learning AI concepts. I have seen a lot of blogs, I gave them a read, and I came to know that it is very fascinating to have a conversation about artificial intelligence, machine learning, neural networking. But when it comes to a practical application, when it comes to writing your own code, when it comes to deployment, it gets a little difficult. So it is very important to have a clarity. Firstly, you need to know what exactly is machine learning, what is artificial intelligence, deep learning. So along this video, I'll just take you through different websites and the different articles that might help you, uh, in developing some understanding of these concepts. Let's just begin now. So, when it comes to machine learning, let me just have a very clear flow chart of how AI, ML, and deep learning works. I've got this, I've selected a few pictures from this. Okay, so this one. Through this picture, it is very easy for you to understand, right? Like the first one is artificial intelligence. Machine learning, deep learning is basically a part of artificial intelligence. So first goes artificial intelligence, which contains machine learning and deep learning. And look, deep machine learning is basically, long story short, I would say, giving feeding in some data to machines and asking them to do the same. This is what machine learning is. That's it. But when you need higher precision, okay, when you need higher precision and accuracy, in such case, it is important to go for deep learning because deep learning involves neural networking. So deep learning would be more reliable compared to machine learning, but alongside it is going to be very difficult. It is going to require some heavy or expensive electronics to process this, and you need some faster CPUs and GPUs if you are using computer vision models. In such cases, then you will have to use very expensive and high configuration electronics. But most of the applications are not limited, are not like most of the companies or most of the solutions that you go for aren't, has to be at least has to be budget friendly, right? You need to get the output. You will have to develop an algorithm that would give you an output with cheaper electronic or with lower configuration models as well. So that is, if that is your prime concern, then in such case you need to go for machine learning. But when it comes to higher precision, like Google search engine, Google recommendation system, YouTube recommendation system, in such cases you need to use deep learning because you have got the budget, right? Because YouTube, Google, these big multinational companies would have very high budget. So in such case, you can use some deep neural network, and also there are a very huge number of users. Like Google has almost like a billion of users. Same goes for YouTube. So they are not going to compromise on their models. But when it comes to low scale models, when it comes to low scale solution companies, they will be using machine learning models most probably. Now I'll take you through what libraries do you need to learn. Like for machine learning, this is going to be the most friendly library. This is called scikit-learn. You can go through this website and learn more about scikit-learn. Here are the kind of different models that you can run through scikit-learn, like classification, regression, clustering, dimensionality reduction, model selection, and whatnot. You can read blogs. You can read a lot of blogs and APIs. It also provides you APIs. You can just go through all of these. API is basically an application programming interface. Of if you need some better clarity on APIs, then I'll just make an explicit video on API. Okay, I don't mind making videos. So once you are done with scikit-learn, once you are familiar and confident enough with scikit-learn, then you can just advance yourself to TensorFlow. TensorFlow is a library that has been developed by Google. Okay, you can see developer is Google Brain. You can see it's written in Python, C++, CUDA, and okay, which language do you need to consider? Okay, I personally recommend Python because it is user friendly. It has a very easier syntax. Because look, machine learning, deep learning are very complex algorithms. Okay, if you try coding all these in C++, JavaScript, or any other language, then it would be too much difficult for you to either even understand what's going on. So it is easier to go for Python because it has an easier syntax. Look, you have just begin your journey with scikit-learn, then you can move to TensorFlow. If you are good with TensorFlow, then you can just go for PyTorch. So this was developed by Facebook. You can see Facebook's AI Research Lab. This library was developed by PyTorch, but when it comes to TensorFlow and PyTorch, you should be like, if you really want to, if you are enthusiastic about machine learning and deep learning providing solutions, then go for either of them. Otherwise, learning one would be enough. Okay, either TensorFlow or PyTorch would be more than enough. You don't really need to learn both of these because TensorFlow is very complex compared to PyTorch. But because TensorFlow has been developed by Google, it's an open source platform. Of course, PyTorch is also an open source platform, but it is somehow easier to learn the models, the built-in functions of TensorFlow compared to PyTorch. This is my personal experience. Okay, you may find PyTorch much easier than TensorFlow, but it is totally up to the user. Okay, but I personally find TensorFlow more easier than PyTorch. Now I'll take you through some networking models like CNN. Okay, so it is giving me the news channel. Let us just go for convolutional neural network. This is the neural networking. This is the logic that goes into deep learning models. You can see each one of them has some corresponding weights. If you want me to explain neural networks in a separate video, then do let me know in the comment section. I will definitely make a video on convolutional neural network because I'm personally working on a project which involves CNN. So that is it all about, guys. This is just a quick video showing you a roadmap of how machine learning, deep learning, and artificial intelligence works. All of these are same. Okay, artificial intelligence includes machine learning and deep learning. You will have to have a better clarity. It is very important to have a clarity on machine learning, deep learning models before you begin your journey in the field of artificial intelligence. And please don't call artificial intelligence a field, because I personally say artificial intelligence is a part of every field that exists in this world. You be an automobile engineer, a doctor, a surgeon, or anything, artificial intelligence has taken over all of it. Like when it comes to automotive industry, artificial intelligence is has been like very involved. And when it comes to computer science and information technology, I would not say anything because you better know about it. So that is it for today. If you need any further clarification on this, then do let me know in the comment section. I'll definitely make a separate video on explaining all of these separately. Okay. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, then please do like please do like this video and share it with your friends. Thank you so much.